Well, good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to EGN Sports Live broadcast of Covington Reds 16U baseball. We have our Covington Reds 16U will be the away team versus the Walton Misfits. You may remember the Walton Misfits. We played them in the last tournament in the championship game. Really, really close game. So this would be an exciting ball game to start off the big brawl for it all tournament here this weekend in Commerce, Georgia. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast. We are extremely excited about it. It's the evening game. We have two games, basically a double hitter today as we play back to back. The next game will start probably 15 minutes after this game concludes. It is scheduled to start at 7:30, but because we're starting so late, it is 6 o'clock, and this game was scheduled to start at 5:30. That time is going to probably be pushed back. Well, once again, it's great to be here to be able to broadcast the game for our Covington Reds 16U as the boys put a lot of work in to get to this point, and they're feeling pretty excited about the opportunity to start off playing against the Walton Misfits. All right, folks, getting ready to start the game off. Leading off the inning for our Covington Reds 16U is number 4, Devontae Hardeman. We have number 3, Caden Ferentz, who's sitting there on deck. They do have a scoreboard, but it doesn't look like anybody is scoring. Hey. All right, so we got a scoreboard here today. Trying to send somebody up there to see if he can run it for us. Because I saw the last one, so I guess it's if somebody wants to come up there and do it, they may allow him to do it. So we're going to see if he's going to be able to do it for us. If not, of course, I'm keeping score here on the game itself, and that should keep you in the know. All right, first pitch here coming to number 4, Devontae Hardeman, who leads off the inning for us. Here we go, Covington Red 16 versus the Walton Misfits. And the first pitch. That's high and inside. So Devontae starts off ahead in the count, 1-0. Beautiful, beautiful day here. Clouds are coming over. Sun's still out, but the clouds have covered the middle of the infield, a little bit of the outfield. And the second pitch of the inning. Oh, a swing and a miss there by Devontae. And that'll even out the count at 1-1. So we are playing at probably the shortest backstop, or I guess that's what you can call it, the shortest backstop we've played at all season. So not going to be a whole lot of steal unless the ball gets away from the catcher and it goes foul and bounces off in an angle. That next pitch is thrown a little bit wild. Almost went over the backstop, but came back down. And now Devontae finds himself ahead in the count 2-1. So as I was talking about, the backstop is very, very short here. We were playing out here at Commerce High School. Beautiful, beautiful field overall. Just a short backstop, probably, like I said, shortest one we've seen. So real interesting how the steals from third are going to happen today on the field. So Devontae Hardeman heading the count 2-1. That's high and inside as well. So Devontae looking real good here to start the inning up as he sits at 3-1, waiting for a ball to strike to come across the plate. Always good to get that leadoff runner, as we are the away team here today, folks. As you can tell from the camera, we do have an angle of first base. That's right down the middle, hit right back to the pitcher. He snags it. He loses it. Devontae still picks it up. The ball's thrown high. Ooh. And the pitcher lost control of the ball, but was able to get it back, tossed it over to first base, and they'll get Devontae out on first base. So we got one down here in the top of the first inning. Number 3, Caden Ferentz steps into the batter's box, and we have number 13, Marcus Salon, who had a phenomenal last week to the field again. So beautiful day here in Commerce, Georgia. Long way away from where we stay. We drove about an hour and a half, and that's kind of high right there. So that pitch is going to be 1-1, and beautiful field. Just a hard area to actually watch the game, as the backstop has a brick wall that's sort of above where the fans sit. So you have to sit up in your chair if you want to get a great glimpse of the game from behind the home plate. And the pitch, that's high and outside. So Caden goes ahead and the count 2-1. So it looks like we do have somebody on the scoreboard, which I want to say is outstanding job for my son to go up there and take the prerogative to go ahead and knock that out for us. So we travel, we still roll. That ball is low as well. So now Caden finds himself ahead in the count 3-1. We do have one out here in the top of the first inning. So our batters, our Covington Red batters, are being real patient here tonight, which is also a good thing to start the inning off. And the pitch, that's low, and so Caden get to be our first base runner of the day as he boogies on down to first base, and that'll bring up number 13, Marcus Solomon. So great at bat there for Caden as he was extremely patient, waiting for his pitch. He swung at one, but got 4 balls after that. And now he's on first base, and Marcus steps into the batter's box with Kurt Campbell sitting on deck. As you can see, the wind in the backdrop is blowing the American flag. Not too bad here from where we're sitting, so it shouldn't affect the the overall gameplay. Marcus decides to back out of the batter's box, calls timeout. Pitcher regroups, and both sides go back to work. And the pitch, that's low and inside. So pitcher finding a little issues with finding his location so far. And the great thing about it is our batters have been extremely patient. Caden Forens sits over there on first base. He takes a little lead off, being real leery over there on first base. Marcus takes the pitch, swings on it, cracks it over to third. Oh, my goodness. He hits it right to third base. He catches it, had a chance to make a play because Caden was getting ready to boogie on down to second. He put on the brakes, head back to first base, and he's going to stay safe. So now we got 2 outs here on us in the top of the first inning as Marcus put a nice little rip on the ball, but it went directly to the third baseman, and that'll be our second out of the inning. Okay, so my producer told me, of course, I forgot to remind you guys, we don't have a great look at third base, so we'll try to keep you up to date with what took place. That angle down there, you may not have seen it, but it was a ball hit directly to the third baseman. He made the second out. So we still got a man on first base, 2 outs here, as Kurt Campbell steps in the back spot, and he takes the first pitch and gets hit by it, and he'll walk down to first base. So I know Kurt's not really excited about it. He loves to swing that bat, and he seems to be getting hit every single game. So, yeah, it's just he got a mark on his back that says hit me, and that's exactly what they do. So Kurt boogies on down to first base. We now have a runner on first and second. The big man, number 17, Lewis Cheney, steps into the batter's box with number 5, Sage Lovelace, sitting on deck. There's a timeout on the field as Coach Tay Lovelace talks to his batters. We do have a pinch runner coming in there for Kurt Campbell as Trenton trots over to first base. And once again, we got a man on first and second base. Lewis Cheney steps into the batter's box with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. No run so far here as we are the away team today. And the pitch, that's low and outside. And once again, our batter starts off ahead in the count, 1-0. So nice clear day to play a great game of baseball. We got a double hitter today. That's high and outside. So Lewis finds himself ahead in the count, 2-0. It's the first game of a somewhat double hitter, which is the both pool games today. And it's a two-day. Finds himself ahead in the count, 2-0. We do have 2 outs here. Got a man in scoring position, so let's see if Luke can go ahead and put this bad boy in play. And the pitch. Swung on and popped foul over the third base dugout, which is our dugout. Lewis finds himself still ahead in the count, 2-1. So Lewis saw one go outside. It was a little close to the plate, so he just reached his bat out there and caught a piece of it. Counts 2-1, and the pitch. Oh, swing and miss there by Lewis. So now count is even at 2-2. Pitcher taking the sign from the catcher and delivers. That one's high. The base runners are still in, and guess what? Caden Forens gets himself down to third base. So now we got 2 runners in scoring position as the count goes full at 3-2. So great job by Caden as Coach Tay Lovelace was encouraging him to go more and more until he got to a point to where he could steal without an issue as the catcher threw the ball high to the third baseman. So 2 men in scoring position. The count is full here on Lewis Chaney. Let's see what he can do with this. And the pitch swung on and hit. Goes over the pitcher's head. Lewis trying to beat it down there, and they get him out at first base. So we had a little action there here in the top of the first inning, but unfortunately, they make this routine play, throw him out at first, and that'll end the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the first. No runs, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, as we go to the bottom of the first inning, the pitcher on the mound today for your Covington Reds is Mr. Josh Brown. Josh Brown, one of the elite pitchers in the area, looks to have an exciting day. It's pull up a chair, folks, and enjoy what's about to take place as our Covington Reds gather at the mound. Kurt Campbell will be catching for our Covington Reds today. Lewis Chaney sits on first base. Sage Lovelace is on second. We got Chris Ross playing shortstop. We got Camden playing third. Caden Ferentz is in left. Looks like Gabriel White's in center. And Devontae Hardemay is in right field. So Josh Brown's on the mound here for his first batter of the day. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. We didn't get any runs across the plate. And Josh Brown takes the mound. Umpire instructs the opposing team to get back in the dugout. And the first pitch for Mr. Josh Brown. That one's high, and as you see, you cannot see because the camera's blocked out. So I'm gonna have time. I'm gonna have to talk to Josh about knocking the camera out the way, folks. But we should be right back. So we should be back live in living color. We don't have first base, so we're gonna try to. And the pitch, straight down the middle. He blows that fastball by him. So Josh's second pitch goes strike, swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1. We good? Count goes to 1-1 for Josh here, and the pitch. Ooh, when I say that fastball is humming, folks, I am sitting right behind it. So it's almost like a blur to the batter as Josh finds himself ahead in the count, 1-2. And 4 pitches. Josh throws 3 strikes, swing and a miss. And Josh knocks down his first batter on the strikeout. And the second batter, Josh blows one by him, but he actually takes a nice cut, blows it down the third base line. It goes foul over the fence. So nice big cut there by the batter, as he was able to catch up with the pitch from Josh Brown. Josh starts off ahead in the count 0-1. And the pitch. That one goes behind the batter, bounces back to the catcher. Very, very short, very short backstop. So not a whole lot of stealing going on from third base. And the pitch. Ooh. Josh throws a curve and it catches the batter on the inside of his left shoulder. And that'll be hit by pitch, and he'll walk on down to first base. So one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Josh Brown hits the batter number 2. He takes off, and now they have a man on first base. And Josh Brown will go back to work. Josh takes a couple peeks over there at the runner on first base. And comes right down the middle. Batter wasn't even ready. He got to get up there and get ready to swing the bat as Josh blows one by him and starts off ahead in the count on 1. Time on the field. Not, as it looks like there will be a runner for the catcher there on first base. Once again, folks, not an opportunity to have a better angle than what we have right now. We did want to make sure that we had something to catch first base. We'll catch them when they come home once they get on third base. And I'll try to keep you up to date on any plays that take place at third base that you can't see on the video. Josh takes a look, fires over to first base. Oh, my gosh, it was kind of a not a great effort there by Lewis to try to stop that ball as the ball goes wild. And he's heading to third base. Had a decent play. We kind of just, played lackadaisical over there getting the ball back into play. So that's something that hasn't traditionally happened in the first tournament. But, we got to get the ball back in. So the first throw over goes a little bit wide. I think Lou had a chance to make a better effort on the play. So we'll talk about it as the runner is able to steal all the way around the third base. So now they got a man in scoring position here in the bottom of the first inning. Swung and foul, tipped back to the backstop. And so Josh will find himself ahead in the count 0-2. Josh speaks over to the runner on third base and delivers the pitch right down the middle. Ooh, that looked pretty good. Umpire says it was a little high. So the count goes to 1-2. Pretty good looking pitch there by Josh, but I guess it was a little bit high. He peeks over to third base again, and delivers a pitch. Ooh, nice little curve. As one of my old friends from the umpiring days comes by and says, "Hey, good to see your old friends out here umpiring all over Georgia." And the pitch right down the middle. Batter swings and fouls it over the first base dugout. And the count will stay at 1-2. 2-2. I apologize. It goes to 2-2. I was saying my hellos to a fellow, or not a fellow, but a old umpire that used to ump some of the kids' games. There's a swing and miss. Nice curveball by Josh. Gets the batter to swing, and that'll be our second out of the inning. So with that man on third base, we're trying to hold him there as Josh gets his second strikeout of the inning. Fourth batter of the inning comes to the plate. Josh throws one. Ooh, nice little curveball. Ball bounces back. But like I said, unless it shouldn't be a whole lot of stealing home from third base. That ball goes low and outside. And Josh will start off behind in the count 1-0. But luckily, Devontae came from right field and was able to make the play. So Josh got himself into a little bit of trouble, actually letting a round runner to get around the third base. But we were able to get the next batter popped up, and we'll head to the top of the second. It looked to be just a little bit challenging, but we're able to make the play. We head to the top of the second. Sage Lovelace will step onto the batter's box first. All right, number 5, Sage Lovelace will start us off here in the top of the second inning. No runs on either side after the first inning. Cameron Scott sits on deck. And we'll see if Osage can get our lead batter on base. First pitch of the second inning. That's a little high coming in there. Nice little pitch by the pitcher, but just a bit high. And Sage to start off ahead in the count 1-0. And the pitch. Right there. Sage hits it, goes straight to the. And once again, Cameron start off ahead in the count 1-0. So nice little pitcher steps back on the mound. Count is even. We do have one out here in the top of the second inning. That ball's bounced up in there. And the count will go to 2-1. Cameron Scott steps in there in the pitch. Ooh, that goes high. Great stop there by the catcher. Was able to reach his glove up there. But Cameron will go way ahead in the count 3-1. Huge shout out to Mr. Ford out there watching the broadcast. Thank you for the kudos. We want to do everything we can to basically showcase these student athletes. Balls swung and missed on by Cameron Scott. And now the count will go full 3-2 with one out here in the top of the second inning. But once again, thank you, Mr. Ford. We appreciate you checking in. Go ahead and send that or make that like or follow so that you can know every time we play today. Just for everybody else, this is going to be a double hitter today, back-to-back games for our Covington Reds, as the game will follow this game. The second game will follow this game 15 minutes afterwards. And Cameron has a good at-bat, takes the ball low and outside, and he'll boogie on down to first base with a walk. So now we got a man on first base here in the top of the second inning. Tyson Maxey started the season off with the last week's game, having a pretty good outing at the plate. Hopefully he can continue his hitting ways. So very melancholy type game right now. Not a whole lot of excitement going on, but sometimes that can be baseball. Hopefully our Covington Reds can change that fate and give their fans something to cheer about. First pitch here on Tyson, and the pitch. Oh, that's low. Bounces it up. It hits the background, turns back around, pops to the catcher. He just has a little problem locating. As Cameron boogies on down to second base, and he'll be credited with a steal. So now we do have a man in scoring position out there on second base. One out here in the top of the second inning. Count is 1-0 here on Tyson. Pitcher looks back to second base. Takes a double look. And the pitch. Ooh, that's high. Great stop again by the catcher as he reaches up with that mitt. And the count will go to 2-0 here. So good opportunity here for our Covington Reds as we got a man in scoring position with one out here in the top of the second inning. Tyson Maxey just thought the pitcher just stayed on the mound way too long before delivering and decides to call a timeout and backs out of the box. Tyson steps back in. We do have Cameron sitting out there on second base after the catcher missed the ball. And the pitcher spins around, throws it to the shortstop. The ball was thrown high, but the shortstop, kind of a tall, rangy kid, was able to reach up and snag that one out there to keep it from going into the outfield. And Cameron was able to scurry on back to second base, and he's safe and sound. Swing and miss. Two balls, run strike here on Tyson. And the pitch. Swung on, popped out to the first base line, over the dugout. And if we can get third base. Ball's popped out over third base. I'm looking in the air instead of looking where the ball's going. And that's over our dugout. So the count will go even at 2-2. Tyson not necessarily liking how long the pitcher's taking to get into his windup. He backs out again, gets back in, and the pitch. Oh, nice pitch there by the pitcher as he freezes Tyson. And that'll be our second out of the inning with Chris Ross stepping into the batter's box. And we got number 11, Jarrell Martin, sitting on deck. So with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning, we got a runner on second base. Chris Ross steps into the batter's box to see if he can get some motion here on the bases for us. And the pitch. Pitcher taking quite a long time with trying to keep that runner, try to keep Cam, as a matter of fact, held on second base. So Chris decides to call timeout as well, backs out of the back box to regroup. Pitcher comes in, shakes off the sign from the catcher, and delivers. Swung on and missed there by Chris Ross. Not quite sure if that would have been a strike or not at a bad angle. Couldn't see exactly where it came across the plate, but he'll start off behind in the count on 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. The pitch. Oh, that's low. That bounces up there, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. So Cam doing his job out there on second base because he definitely has the pitchers occupied with what's taking place out there in the field. So we're hoping that his mistake is made at the plate and Chris can grab a piece of it and give us a line drive to try to get a score across the plate. And the pitch. Swung on and popped out just as Dr. Order goes out to left center. He gets underneath it and makes the out. And that'll be the second out of, that'll be out number 3. And that's how the top of the second will end. So got a little motion out there on the bases with Cam walking and then being able to steal the second base. But that'll give us our third out, and we'll head to the bottom of the second inning. All right, folks, as we head to the bottom of the second inning here, no score here on the board. Josh Brown takes the heel and gets ready to go back to work here on the first batter of the inning. Umpire calls in, time in, play ball, and the pitch. Right down the middle as the ball's popped up. First baseman, which is Jarrell, he makes the catch down first base line, and that'll be our first out on the inning against the Walton Misfits. So great job there by Jarrell. All right, so just having a good good laugh here with Jarrell Martin's parents. Awesome people. We have a lot of conversations here about our young boys, so we like to get a good little laugh when things sometimes don't go our way. As Josh Brown takes the second batter and blows one right by him. And Jarrell Martin gives us helps us get the first out of the inning over there with a high pop foul over down first base line. So he is our new first baseman here And Josh Brown throws some smoke here right down the plate. Doesn't even give a batter a chance, as now that'll be his second strike. So now Josh finds himself ahead 0-2. And the pitch, bounces over. And that'll take the count to 1-2. So a couple of changes. Looks like Coach Lovelace has a great opportunity to move players around as Jarrell takes over at first base. We have Marcus at second base. You got J-Man at shortstop and Tyson Maxey at third base. The pitch, that's kind of high now inside. That'll even the count up at 2-2. Just to round out the outfield, Devontae Hardiman's in left field now. Look like Caden Ferencz took over center field, and Gabriel White moves over to right field. Count is 2-2 here. One out here in the bottom of the second. The pitch blowing right down the middle. So once again, Josh Brown blows another pitch right by him, and that'll be his second strikeout of the inning. So, folks, when this young man gets to rolling, it's going to be hard to catch up with these pitches because Josh has a fastball that is out of his world that he can couple it with a curve and a slider, and it'll get the batters all over the plate. So, great job by Josh here so far as we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Third batter of the inning is up, and the pitch. Swung on, popped over to third base. Tyson charges it. He grabs it, gets it out of his glove, tosses over there. Ooh! So it took a little bit late time. It was going to be close, but I really think the runner actually did beat him out. Tyson clutched it just a little bit, and the runner was able to beat the throw out. So Tyson charged that ball real good like he's supposed to, unable to get the ball across the diamond, and now they have a runner there on first base. So still 2 outs here, runner on first base here as he beat out the throw from our third baseman. Josh goes back to work, and the pitch. Right down that inside corner, and Josh will keep himself ahead or start off ahead 0-1. 2 outs, working the plate. And the pitch. Inside corner, but does not catch the corner according to the umpire, and that'll even the count out at 1-1. Josh takes a quick little peek over there to first base. Jarrell sitting there on first base, ready to make the catch in case Josh decides to spin around and toss it over there. And the pitch. Wee! So when I tell you that ball curve made that batter freeze, that was no joke. Great pitch there by Josh Brown as the batter was mesmerized by that last pitch. And now Josh is ahead in the count, 1-2, swing and a miss, and not even close there by the batter. And Josh gets his third strikeout of the inning, and we'll head back to the top of the third. So outstanding inning there by Josh as he strikes 3 out. And that'll take us back to the top of the third inning. So right now it's a stalemate here as there's no score on the scoreboard. Coming into the batter's box, number 11, Jarrell Martin will lead us off. And number 6, Jaden Colbert will find himself on deck. So we head into the top of the third. The score is still 0-0 here between our Covington Reds 16U and the Walton Misfits. These two teams played in the championship of the tournament last weekend, in which we was able to come out with a 3-2 victory. So this game was expected to be a nail biter. Both pitchers are doing a great job on the mound. As we just saw Josh Brown go 4 up, 3 down, actually had the batter hit into a routine play. We were unfortunate not to be able to get the ball across the dive to get the out, but he took that personal, was able to strike the next batter out with the batter not even getting close to touching the ball. So, first, folks, it's a beautiful day here, a beautiful evening, as we have 2 night games starting at 5:40. We're supposed to start at 5:45, but it didn't end up starting until a little bit after 6. But slight wind, not too much to affect the actual ball play, so we don't have that to worry about. As number 11, Jarrell Martin for our Reds steps into the batter's box. Once again, number 6, Jaden Colbert, will be sitting on deck. So once again, we start at the top of the third, looking to try to get that illustrious first score across the plate as Jarrell Martin steps into the batter's box. Their catcher calls a meeting here with the pitcher, try to make sure that they're both on the same page. All right, first pitch here at the top of the third inning. Main man Jarrell Martin steps into the batter's box and the first pitch. Now the pitcher takes a lot of time there getting the signal and just getting himself analyzed. So for some reason he backs out. Jarrell calls a timeout, and now here goes the pitch. Ooh, that was a nice little ball, but goes low. So Jarrell will start off ahead in the count, 1-0. So the second pitch of the at-bat for Jarrell, and the pitch. Oh, that's high and outside, so Jarrell stays ahead in the count, 2-0. Having a good little laugh with Jarrell Martin's parents as they're talking about him standing up to the plate in his Gucci-fied Apple Watch. And the pitch. Ooh, that catches the outside corner. Jarrell watches it go by, and now the count goes to 2-1. So, of course, I followed Jarrell all season long. Did a phenomenal job here in the high school season. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the backstop. So now the count will stay even at 2-2. Come on, make something happen right here. Jarrell leading us off here in the top of the third. We're trying to do our best to get some runners on base. No score here. Been kind of quiet on our side as far as bats is concerned. But the pitch. Oh, Jarrell reaches out there and pokes the ball to third base line. Goes near our dugout. But the count will stay even here at 2-2. Jarrell steps back into the batter's box. Pitcher shakes off a couple of pitches. He likes that one, and here he goes. Oh, that's high and outside. So now the count is full here on Jarrell. We know he's going to protect anything near. He's going to go ahead and put metal to ball and see if he can get the ball put in the outfield somewhere. The payoff pitch. And that's outside. Jarrell will be our first batter of the inning to get on base. And that's always a great thing when you get your leadoff batter on base. Jarrell Boogie's on down to first base. And now Jaden Colbert will step into the batter's box with Gabriel White sitting there on deck. All right, number 6, Jaden Colbert steps on into the batter's box here. Jarrell Martin sits on first base as our leadoff batter. Stay away. And Jarrell Martin, being the smart player that he is, noticed that the pitcher didn't go into the stretch, and he boogies on down to second base without a throw. So that Jarrell Martin, I'm telling you, if there's an obtuse play to be made, Jarrell is going to make that play. So that's just heads up. That's just that. And now the ball goes wild, and he boogies on over to third base. So now Jarrell sits in scoring position. So you got to give that young man a lot of credit, just having knowledge of the game. That was Kurt. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So excellent job as he gets himself in major scoring position. So exactly what the doctor ordered here for our Covington Reds. As now he sits on third base. Count is 1-0 here on Jaden Colbert. He turns the bunt. Oh, he pulls it back, and it didn't cross the plate where it needed to go. And so now Jaden goes ahead in the count 2-0. So just heads up base running there by Jarrell Martin. Got to give that young man his props for just actually just knowing the game. As his mom yells out to him, be smart over there. And the pitch. Ooh, it catches that lower outside corner. Jaden not real happy about that one, but that'll take the count to 2-1. Pitcher takes a look over there at Jarrell. And the pitch. Ooh, that's a little high. And boy, we got away with one there. That could have gone either way, but the umpire's sitting right there in front of me, so he knows where it is. And now Jaden finds himself well ahead in the count, 3-1. So he may get a pitch here. We'll see. Man on third base, trying to desperately get that first run across the plate. And the pitch. Swung on and popped back to the fence. It's a very, very short backstop. So we hear in the audience watching the game. We got to flinch every time that ball is hit back there. We do know it's a net there, but it is so close to us that we have to be on guard. All right, so the count is full here, 3-2. Jarrell Martin sits on third base. Here's a payoff pitch right here. Let's see if J-Man can put this ball in play. And the pitch. Oh, nice pitch there by the pitcher. And Jaden watches it go by. And that'll be the first strikeout of the inning. So one down here. Jarrell Martin sits there on third base. Gabriel White steps into the batter's box with Devontae Hardiman sitting on deck. So great opportunity here for Gabriel White to get some RBIs or get a RBI. And I mean, these batters are just not going to just stay in there all day. The pitcher takes quite a long time to accept the signal and then get the pitch off. So, the batter's doing what they're supposed to do. They back out as the catcher goes out to the mound and talks to the pitcher. All right, so Gabriel White steps in here. One out here in the top of the third inning. Jarrell Martin, 6 all the way around. Gabriel White puts down a bunt to third base. He gets Jarrell in. So you're talking about some small ball right there. Gabriel White does his job and gets our first run of the inning. So outstanding bunt as it boogied down the third base line. And he was able to get to first base. And Jarrell Martin was on point, crossed the plate. And folks, that'll give us our first run of the inning. So excellent offensive strategy right there. I'm pretty sure Coach Tate Lovelace made the call, and Gabe laid it down perfectly. Ball is put into play by Devontae Hardiman, sits out to the rim as Gabriel White boogies around from first base. He gets in the third, and he's there as Devontae Hardiman pushes the envelope. He gets the second. Gabriel White comes up. He is out at the plate. So he must have got a late call to come around third base, and he boogies on down, but they caught him dead to right at home plate. So that was a bang play. So folks, be patient with me as I update the count. Gabriel stole around from first to third on that hit by Devontae, but got a late call to come home and was out dead to right at home plate. Wasn't even close. So we head to the bottom of the third inning. Our Covington Reds 16U gets one across the plate. Bang, bang action here happening in the top of the third inning as we play some aggressive ball, some great small ball as we laid down a bunt. Gabriel White laid down a bunt down third base. It was perfect. Got him on first base. Devontae hit one out to left center. We moved some bases, but unfortunately we got caught dead to right at home. First pitch here by Josh Brown is high and outside, and he'll be behind in the count 1-0. So Josh is doing his thing on the mound. Let's see if he can keep that momentum going here. And the pitch. Catches that outside corner. So, Josh pretty much is able to put that ball anywhere he wants to put it. He wants to put it outside across the plate. It's going to be there. Put it on the inside. He's going to blow it right back past him. So the count evens up here at 1-1. The pitch. That's a little bit far outside. And Josh will fall behind in the count 2-1. Josh stares down the pipe. And the pitch. Inside. Ooh. Inside bounces in low. And Josh will fall behind 3-1. We are in the bottom of the third inning. We're out here in Commerce, Georgia. Beautiful weather here for a baseball game. So our Covington Reds 16U enjoying this good weather as Josh delivers the next pitch. Ooh, wait. I'm talking about that pitch had all kind of movement on it. So I don't blame the batter for just staring at that ball. And now the count goes full at 3-2, and Josh goes back to work. And once it, ooh, I think he caught the outside corner. Umpire didn't think so, and that'll be a walk to lead off the inning. So they have a man here on first base to start off the inning. And like we said, for our side, it's always good to get that first one. But Josh knows what he has to do, and he goes back to work. And the pitch. That one slides on off the plate. And Josh will start off behind the count 1-0. Runner takes a nice little lead off first. Then takes a couple 3 steps. Look like he's off and running. Ball's hit back to Josh. He peeks to second. No play there. Throws it over to Lewis at first base, and we'll get our first out of the inning. So great job by Josh taking the actual peek over there. The runner was already in motion there, so it is not really a play at second base. But he takes his time, tosses it over to Lou, and we get our first out of the inning. So they have a man on second now. One out here. Josh throws one low and outside, and he'll fall behind the count 1-0. This is the pool play, first day of the Big Dog Brawl. As Josh blows one right down the middle of the plate, evens up the count at 1-1. So they have a man at second base, and the last inning, the inning before, Josh had one runner, was able to strand him on third base. As Josh peeks around, brings back the fastball and blows it right by him on the outside corner. Batter swings and miss, and now Josh finds himself ahead in the count 1-2. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, so Josh blows another one by with a swing and miss, and he'll go down with a strikeout. So Josh right now is just in full effect as the batters, either they're going to miss bad or they're going to make a small piece of contact. But right now, Josh is having his way here with the Walton Misfits squad. First pitch of the fourth batter. That ball is all over the place. I mean, he threw a curve that crossed the outside, went to the inside. And now Josh leads the at bat 0-1. And the pitch, swung on and hit by the batter, going down third base, and that's going to go foul. We had Cameron coming on up, and he watched it dribble on outside the baseline. And now Josh will find himself ahead 0-2. I'd be real surprised if I didn't see that fastball. He might even go to a curve. Now, here I am trying to count pitches and think I know what's going on with Josh. Only Josh do, and Josh is doing one heck of a job on the mound today. And the pitch. Wait, he caught that outside corner, but the umpire did not think so. I did, but it don't matter what I think. It's what the umpire thinks. And now the count goes to 1-2. So nice pitch there by Josh. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and we get out of the inning. Tosses over there for safe for just, Edson Mellors, and Josh gets himself, once again, out of the little trouble he got himself into.